You want to sell your soul? Are you looking to do that? I've already got this dork soul. Well, the price is a subscription to extratug.com. So come on through. I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting for you. I see ya.
What's up, my little spook monsters? What's up, my little fear demons? My little pumpkin-headed twits? It's Vaguely Spooky Month here on the Big Tug program, where I'm just doing a bunch of things that have to do with being... I have to wear a costume. We're back. We're so in. Okay. Costume has been achieved. Vaguely Spooky Month, as I was saying. So we haven't done a tier list in a while. I don't know how I'm gonna even feign seriousness with this costume on. We haven't done a tier list in a while. I think the last one we did maybe was fighting animals, if I could fight an animal, or pizza. I don't know. Tier lists are fun. You guys seem to enjoy them, but how do we make it spooky? Great question, audience. October has me scared, as it does most people, and I thought that the best way to get over it was to be facing my fears. And that would mean just looking at a bunch of monsters and seeing how badly they would actually scare me in real life. Halloween has this weird genre of monster. Like, it's not cryptids, and it's not, it's just like, those are Halloween monsters, you know? Like, it's not Bigfoot. Bigfoot's not a Halloween monster, but the Frankenstein is. Mr. Frankenstein, or Frankenstein's monster. You guys are so annoying about that. I made a tier list of all the Halloween critters, and we're gonna go through them, and we're gonna see just how badly I would be spooked if I saw them. So we're gonna quick cut this way. I can't tell you how much my penis is showing because these suspenders are made for a child. Like, look where my shorts are. They're at my gut. Like, you can see full definition. And I don't want to give anyone anything for free. All right, let's get into it. I'm not ranking these on their bangability, by the way. This is not a smash or pass situation, although it might be discussed in terms of how scared I am. I've got some kind of weird fetish about that kind of thing. So, to begin, up first is the werewolf. I've never been scared by the concept of a werewolf. Like, a dude who turns into a wolf and f***s me up is not any more scary than a wolf me up. I guess they have opposable thumbs, but at the end of the day, I'm getting eaten up first. So that's not as scary as it should be to me. Now, being a werewolf, that's kind of spooky. That's body horror. Like, I look at the full moon and I'm like, oopsie poopsie. And then, like, I just start growing hair. You guys know that scene in Spider-Man where, like, little things grow out of his thumbs? That me up for my entire life. I can't, little finger now me up. So if I just look at my body and hair starts growing out of it and I start snarling and stuff, and I assume it's painful. So being a werewolf is scary. Seeing a werewolf, I don't know. I wouldn't even assume it's a werewolf. Like, if I'm in the woods and a motherfucker's charging at me and it's a werewolf, I just assume that's a bear. I don't know why. I don't understand the concept of this. I understand it would probably be way scarier when they invented the werewolf. Yeah, overall werewolf, I'm gonna put that in C category. Doesn't scare me really at all. I mean, it's a wild animal to me. All right, up next is the vampire. Now, that's a little bit of a different story. The problem is that throughout all of media, there has been a billion different types of vampires. We have Nosferatu, terrifying. We have Edward Cullen, sexy. And in between, we have Dracula, who's kind of spooky, but also kind of sexy. He's got, like, that beekeeping age thing going on for him. In terms of power scaling, like, vampires can either, like, run through brick walls, or they have to be asked to let into your house. Dracula doesn't scare me. Dracula has never scared me. He can turn into bats, or a bat. Every time I see a vampire turn into bats, it's several bats. And I don't know how the science of that works. Like, is one bat your toe? If that bat dies, do you lose your toe? Or is it just, like, it's all you? And if you lose a bat, it doesn't matter. If you kill the bat that is Dracula, does Dracula die? That seems like a really easy way to kill Dracula. Regardless, I don't handle blood well. I don't handle neck blood well. And, like, veins freak me the out. So that does scare me. I just don't know, like, if I woke up in the middle of the night and there was a vampire in my house, once again, I wouldn't assume it was a vampire. I would assume it's a vandal of some sort. So that I wouldn't be too scared. Also, when a vampire, like, if a vampire makes me a vampire, then I'm a vampire. Like, when they suck your blood, is it always you become a vampire, or is it you die? Because, like, if I get bitten by a vampire, oh no, I live forever and I only hang out at night and I don't have to be in the sunlight and I'm powerful. Doesn't sound too bad for me. And, like, I think blood is icky, but if I'm a vampire, blood is delicious. So vampires don't scare me at all. That's a D tier spook, in my opinion. But next up, I already know it's an S tier spook, and that is the ghost. We've been over this several times on this channel. I have very bad phasmophobia. My mother was a spiritual lady, and she told me things were haunted all the time, and I believed her, and I still believe her, and I'm trying not to believe her anymore, but Jesus Christ, it's hard to stop. I'm afraid of empty rooms at my ripe age of 28 years old. In the middle of the night, in an apartment that there's never been a whisper of a ghost in, I'm like, oh, well, this might be the time. And ghosts can't even hurt you, which is the dumbest thing. The worst a ghost can do is throw silverware across the room, which is scary. It is interesting, however, like, I just don't understand the rules of ghosts. Ghosts show up where bad things happen, so like sanatoriums or some but also ghosts show up when people die. So how come there's not a lot of ghosts at beaches? A lot of people die at beaches. You never go to the beach and you're worried about ghosts. It's always creepy old houses. So I understand you see them where you're looking for them. But at the end of the day, ghosts do scare the out of me, and that's a personal thing. I have no real reasons for it. They're just scary as shit. That's S tier for me. Up next is Aliens. And I know that's not technically Halloween. I'd say it's fantasy sci-fi, if anything. And like, if aliens are real, right? If aliens are real and they're coming here, they're not coming here to give high fives and lollipops at like dum-dums at the doctor's office. They're here to like, take our gold. And if we get in the way of that, pew pew, we're done. I mean, like, if the government knows about aliens and we have a good relationship with them, that's because the aliens have decided that. It's not like we were like, hey, be careful now, let's have diplomatic relations. They were like, okay, Buster, here's the deal. We're not gonna kill you, just keep making things with gold and we'll take it at one day. Because if they made a ship that can travel however far they had to travel, they can vaporize us. They take us into their ships and put things in our butts, which is also scary. And crop circles just have bad vibes. These are pretty scary. I'm gonna put this in A. A tier for the alien man. Next up is witches. Ooh, witches. With their brews and their frogs. Witches are the opposite of vampires for me, because vampires seem scary, but when you think about them, they're not. Witches seem, like when you hear about a witch, you think of cartoon witches. Real life, like, witches, those are scary. They eat kids, almost every story. Every good witch story, they're trying to eat a kid. And I think they worship the devil. I think that's how witches become witches, or at the very least, they don't worship the one true Lord Jesus Christ. So that's not good. And they make stews, which is not good. The only thing witches have going for them is Sarah Jessica Parker in that Halloween Town movie, or what, I don't even remember what that movie's called, but she was hot as in that. She was a hot witch. She was manic pixie dream girl witch, and I really appreciated that. Women are scary. Old women are even scarier. That's an A tier spook. A tier for the witches. I don't know why that one's blessing a pumpkin, but still scary. Next up is Frankenstein, or Frankenstein's monster. I will not be calling him that. I know it is technically correct that Frankenstein is the doctor and he made his monster, so it's Frankenstein's monster, but you sound like an absolute dork ass when you say that. Did you know that? It's like saying Die Hard's your favorite Christmas movie. Oh, you're very interesting. Shut the f up. But Frankenstein is just a zombie. He's just a zombie, right? And the whole point of Frankenstein, I mean, I didn't read the book, but I've heard. The whole point of Frankenstein is that he was chill as f. Like, he gave that little flower to a girl. Like, he didn't want to be bad, and then people are throwing like fire at him and stuff, and he freaked out, and he's really, really strong. But like, he's not a bad dude. He's just a dead person who's just trying to remember how to be person. I have no problem with Frankenstein, besides the fact that he's very tall. I don't trust tall people, but I don't know. I mean, he probably smells like he's made of dead body parts, but at the end of the day, Frankenstein's fine. That doesn't scare me. Frankenstein's D. Frankenstein's a friend. Frankenstein's my friend. Next up is the Headless Horseman. Where the is this from? It's a very classic piece of Halloween iconography, but like, what the is the Headless Horseman? I assume it's scary because you're on a horse in this scenario. This is where these kind of things, it started in horse time. You're on a horse and you're riding home and a guy rides past you and he doesn't have a head. And sometimes he has a pumpkin for a head. And you're like, the was that? And then what happens? He rides away and you just saw something crazy, but I don't think the Headless Horseman attacks people. I just don't get the Headless Horseman. I don't that being said, if I saw the Headless Horseman in real life ride by me, I would assume that's a really cool costume, but I would never, like, is he, okay, so he's a ghost. So that would scare me, but not that specific ghost. A well-dressed man without a head? I don't know. That's not scary at all. D tier. Next up, we have the ghoul. Ghoul. You know, ghouls. I don't know what the a ghoul is. I feel like I would be more afraid of ghouls if I had more of a cultural touchstone to ghouls. Like if I understood ghouls more, maybe we don't have a lot of ghouls in our stories. I mean, ghouls, we're a very ghoul-light nationality. The concept of ghouls is scary. I just don't know anything about them. They always look scary. They look like scary little things and they eat corpses. But that being said, would they kill me to make me a corpse and then eat it? Or do they just eat already dead things like vultures? Like I'm not scared of a vulture. They're doing God's work. They're cleaning up the dead rats. Concept's kind of scary though, so I'm gonna give that a B tier for the ghoul. Next up we have goblins. I don't know if that's a Halloween thing. Goblins are more D&D, more Magic the Gathering, more like, you know, dark fantasy than actual Halloween. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like European countries are more afraid of goblins and fairies too. Like we don't have that in America. We have like Native American that's way scarier. We have the Appalachian Mountains. I don't know if we have goblins in that sense, but we don't really with goblins. I know that goblins are little and they like gold, but I don't know what else they do. If a little green thing came charging at me from the woods, I'd be scared, especially if it was nighttime. But once it's like whenever like a little girl ghost does some creepy, you can just kick a child. You can just do that, and like it's fully justified because they're trying to scare you, or at the very least they're a mythical being. So like a goblin is coming at me, I'm trying to justify kicking a child. If a goblin is coming at me full speed, I don't know. I'm sure usually they have little knives, little shivs that they've created out of bird bone, but I don't know. I feel like I could kick a goblin pretty good and be like, oh, why would you do do that. Oh, that hurts so much. And I'd run its pockets, take its shoes, and everything would be fine. Goblins don't scare me. That's a D tier. D tier for the Halloween scale. Next up is demons. Demons scare the out of me. Once again, I'm trying to stop believing in this. I really don't believe in demons, like in the Catholic sense. I don't think it's like that. It's my Catholic upbringing, but the concept of a possession being real, I don't like that at all. I do like the fact that like God invented demons though. Like God made demons. He made the devil and the demons, and they kind of like, he just like lets them loose, lets them go do some. And he's just like, I'll look the other way. Like, why would God do that? I don't understand the mythology of that. But regardless, like demons are worse ghosts. Like you can't see them. Sometimes you can. They do bad to your body. Like they can actually affect you. Yeah, demons are scary. I'm gonna give that an A tier. And that's probably just because I'm Catholic, but demons are definitely spooky in my book. Skeletons. It's the scary movie thing. That's bitch, this is bones. Like skeletons are not scary. However, there's two sides of this. Like a walking skeleton, I'm hitting that for target practice. That's fun. I want to see how they fall apart. But if I just found a skeleton in the woods or in my backyard, guys, I think that's a dead body. That's bad. I mean, you just found a dead body. And then like you have to do police reports. You have to be involved. You have to be a witness. Like that's bad. A skeleton itself reminds me of mortality and also that someone probably died recently near me and I don't like that at all. So in fiction, not scary at all. In reality, pretty scary. To find a fully decomposed body, that's pretty scary. I'll put that in B tier because everyone has to die. It just sucks that you came upon one, a dead body. Next up, zombies. Much like Frankenstein's monster, but more evil-like. Zombies are scary, but the problem is, like Dracula, there's a million different kinds of zombies in media. There's the World War Z zombies, which are superhuman. There's the Dawn of the Dead zombies, which are just slow and rambling, and then they just kind of grab you and then bite you. I feel like with slow walking zombies, I don't want to say I'd survive, but I feel like humans as a race would take care of that pretty quickly. The US government would respond to that situation with Tomahawk missiles, the likes of which we've never seen. The zombies would not be able to get to a point where it would be unmanageable. Like the US government's really good, sadly, at putting people in camps and taking care of it. I wish I didn't bring this up, but that's how the zombie situation would go. They would find them, they would say, everyone gets a handgun, figure this out, and it would be an immediate situation fixer. That being said, if I'm in a room with a zombie, that's scary. I don't know. It's very human to be afraid of like what corpses look like. That's a zombie. Zombies are just decomposing people and they come after you. Although I always think in the movies, like whenever they grab you and they bite you, are they as strong as the human who they are now a zombie of? But if like, I don't know, my dad grabbed me, that'd probably be an issue. B tier. B tier for the zombie. Clowns. S tier. Always. Unless they're a lady. And then you know what's up. Love me some clown ladies. Wait for my girlfriend to dress up like a clown lady. That'd be great. Clowns are just scary. I mean, I don't know where that situation started. I know culturally we started being afraid of ghosts because of John Wayne Gacy and the book It, but I've never with Ronald McDonald. I've never with any clown I've ever seen. It's unsettling. It's uncanny valley. The makeup, and it's just so upsetting. I understand like French clowns, like the mimes, and like it's very like culturally artistic and all that, but like just being a birthday clown, that sucks. I hate clowns. S tier scare. So this is where we got kind of loose with what creatures we had left for Halloween spooks. There's only so many that we could pick from. The next up is a haunted set of armor. Haunted armor. Like you're like Scooby-Doo. Like you're walking down a hallway and you're like, that's a nice piece of armor, and then it's like ka-chink, ka-chunk. Not that, I don't know why I included that. That's a D tier. That's not scary at all. Haunted dolls, more specifically Slappy from Goosebumps. That's S tier. That up. Any puppet where the jaw just moves and the eyes move and it's made of wood, that is so unsettling to me. Definitely an uncanny valley thing, but no thanks. I'm good. Appreciate it. Scarecrows. I don't know. D tier. Why did I even put that on the list? The last one's a gnome. That's not even Halloween. I'll put it in A tier though. All right, that's my Halloween rankings list. Didn't really have a plan for this one. These glasses suck. They hurt I don't know if I have red marks on my face. They did not put a lot of effort into this costume. It cost $7 though, so I understand why. Did I miss any of your Halloween favorites? Pumpkins? I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below and what actually scares you during this scary holiday season. Like, comment, and subscribe. New videos every Saturday and every other Wednesday, or just sometimes Wednesday. And check out extratug.com. $4 a month. You get a whole bunch of goodies and goobles. You get to get a new video every week. They're often dirty and raunchy. You get to see Satan doing his whole thing. And that's me. Canonically, I'm not allowed to acknowledge that though. You get your name at the end of the video and you get to just hang out and get with the Big Tug people and support me. It'd be real cool. I gotta take these suspenders off. My balls are in a vice right now. Whew. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.